the monster every morning. Don't worry, the coat is clean. I suppose I should tell you who's here and what's going to happen. Offer you a hand in. Well, This is David. Incessantly playing the piano. Incessantly! Well, I enjoy it. And above me, well, come to think of it, there might be only one floor. Yes, I think just this one. So there, David and me. He will play later, I think. What else? The soup! I've got the soup on! The soup! Butternut squash and whatever else I could find. Unremarkable in terms of style, but the idea is beyond the words. And shouldn't it be so? An example. I may decide later to admit that there is something rotting in my stomach. You may have questions, but I will be unable to answer. The statement is so familiar to me that I've forgotten what it means in translation. Therefore, it can't be helped. The idea is beyond the words. You'll have to be content with whatever your soupy mind conjures up. And no, that doesn't bother me. I hardly think it's my job to explain my words. Why should I, when you'll all do it for me? For yourselves, with a far more interesting vocabulary. Well, probably with a far more interesting vocabulary. Yes, I would insert probably, or likely, before the with there, because who can be sure? Oh, but then it would echo the end of vocabulary, and we don't want that. All right, as is. Pardon, I didn't sleep very well last night. Forgive me, I don't get like this usually. I'm very level-headed usually. It's just that it's been, well, it's been, I don't remember how to count. It's been long. Welcome, is what I should have said. This is the place! I'm still growing accustomed, but it's suiting me very well thus far. Much more time to read here, certainly. Oh, War and Peace, Anna Karenina, oh, all the gloriously dusty old hardbacks. I'm a very picky reader. Perhaps a snob. And you'll have gathered, I've started making soup. I couldn't remember the last time I enjoyed myself in the kitchen. So I said, lock the doors, get out the pot, and start cooking. None of it's exact, anyhow. Half the time you're tossing in things you didn't even know existed. But there they are in the back of the cabinet. It's the finishing I have trouble with. For soups, I can never tell how long is enough. Well, I'd rather have it overdone. You don't want an underdone soup. You want it all to come together. I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up. I didn't sleep very well last night. Oh, I tried and tried. Normally the books knock me right out, but nothing. I tried reasoning with myself. Smiling ear to ear. Oh, Gloria, go to sleep! You're too happy! And then I thought, there are worse things to be. Don't be alarmed if David plays something now and then. He will, I'm sure. Well, I play myself, but I never learned. You know, the way things go. Not that I regret it in the least. No, we must be grateful in the present. Here I am, with a mature mind, and all the time in the world. Oh, no, I don't regret it at all. David, you do play beautifully. I thank God I never tried. I thank God I'm alive, or seem to be. The way I breathe seems funny these days. The rhythm's the same, but there's no sound. Good news for the living room, or whoever's around. I thank God with all my life for the times that I've cried, for I owe many things to tears falling down. I hate to imagine how things would be without precious wasted time and sacred missed opportunity. If I dare to imagine having done all the things that I can do, what's left but to bow and to wipe your brow, and from there I never had to know. A lot more than you think that I know. That's enough. David, you exhaust me. I'm joking, of course. And to that, I would have said when I was younger, I'm afraid I don't see the point. Is anyone laughing? To which the answer, no doubt, would have been no. But now, thank God, I'm able to look at it all from a distance. And I'm able to see that it's not quite as big as I thought it was. You know, the people, when you're young, you think the whole world's watching with bated breath. Whereas now, well, may as well joke, never mind if no one laughs, not even myself. Though I usually do. Is that wrong? Must I learn not to laugh at my own jokes? If I don't laugh, there's the possibility that no one will. And if no one laughs, it prompts the admission, I am joking, which in turn prompts the question of whether you were joking at all. In fact, calls into question whether at the time of the so-called joke, one was not entirely serious. But of course, David isn't tiresome. I'm speaking, I think, of other things. Oh, thank God. I don't miss it at all. It. Yes, it. If you must know, I am referring to company. Another joke? I did laugh. I know it looks ridiculous. I know. How do you think I feel wearing all this, carrying on without a roof over my head? But it's all honest. It is. Or very close to honest. Why else would I keep on interrupting myself? Admitting the joke when there is a joke. Admitting even that there is a question of whether the joke was a joke. But I'm not afraid. And that makes me think there must be something I haven't said yet. Haven't said, haven't admitted, haven't done. guests indeed. See where that takes us. I like to let it ring. The sound is alarming at first, and then it's maddening, and then it turns into something almost beautiful. And then you stop hearing it. It's a fascinating little act of discipline. I like to train myself that way sometimes. And take something frightful and bear with it until it backs away or turns to silence. Often you do find a tiny bit of something beautiful in between the fear and the silence. I used to pick up after the third ring, always. 1, 2, breath. Hello? Isn't that wonderful? That hello? A single word for asking, who are you and what do you have to say? To think. You need permission from someone else to begin. Getting to be near that time. I hope you'll forgive me doesn't like me to smoke, but I don't think either of us was aware of the wine. What's that? Not quite soundproof. Sorry. I don't like that clock. I thought I would. Excuse me. It doesn't tell time, only tells that time is passing. See, it meant to be reassuring. And perhaps it was at the start. But now, the blank face. I don't like to look at it. It creeps up on me. Seems to be singing on tiptoe every hour or every... It can be difficult to count the time, the numbers. 50, for instance, is usually the half. But with time, it's 10 minutes short of the whole. I prefer the phone. It frightens me to say, but I do. I prefer the phone. It's a sort of metronome. When you're tired and you're coming home, or you've been home and you've spent the whole day alone, debating the merits of a breathy tone, sitting there and humming on your own, a little sad because your tulips haven't grown. Nothing, and no one to show. Then you never slows. One ring and I can do a jumping jack. 2 rings, I've got to put my gloves back on. 3 rings, I'm stirring soup and slightly cutting up. 4 rings, I'm promptly on the chaise, refusing to answer, let them think I'm dead. Besides, wouldn't it be awfully underwhelming if I were to pick up? 5 rings, I'm dancing on. I can waste of time. I'm not wasting my time. Oh, look at this. St. Augustine says, when asked about time, as long as no one asks me, I know. But if someone asks me and I try to explain, I do not know. There's a quote to describe everything. Why St. Augustine? Why a saint concerned about time? Well, I suppose they do have other concerns. Not simply singing to God for eternity. I think about time all the time. Or the lack of it. I'm not sure, actually, if it applies here. There were so many pages, I didn't really feel like reading it all. Why is this all so complicated? Very little else seems so complicated. Why is that? Because you can look at it all from a distance. You can see everything as it is. Very small in the grand scheme of things. But when I try to look at myself, even when I know logically and I tell myself it all is, I am very small, I'm already touching noses with my reflection. The two bulbous eyes staring scrupulously back. Would be wonderful to have someone take a look at me for once, so I didn't have to do it all myself. So the onus, if we must call it that, didn't lie upon me. If I were to call out, Kai, look here, what do you see? Is it really so big? Tell me it's not. Tell me it's all very, very small. Yes. If I were to call out, if I were to call and have someone... David. Oh, but I hardly... David. Oh, David. How do I look to you? Big? Or small? Oh, don't answer. I'm quite relieved now, having asked. Would you play something? No tulips after all. Or dirt. Well, that makes sense enough. Too many mirrors here. Not enough windows. Or at least that's what's in my brain. Ready for a recitation? Too many mirrors. Oh, cover with really? In I can't believe I never thought to open it. Very clean. All right then. You don't mind, Dave. To be very careful. You're probably wondering why. It's not a condition, as far as I can tell. It's more of a habit, a preventive measure, really. And I'm not too worried, as a general rule, but I do believe one ought to do what one can do in order to avoid having to do what one may very well have to do someday if one is determined to keep on doing what... I was starting to think it was a poison. Oh, shut up! Aren't you rather rushing the
conclusion, dear?
My apologies. I didn't sleep well last night. You wake up, thirsty and afraid to move. No glass of water by the bed. Pulse racing, mind tripping forward, always asking, will this be the rest of life? The wake up, or the recognition that you are and have been awake, or at least not sleeping, thirsty and afraid. You think of the water. All you can think is the water, the water. Even then a temporary salvation. Temporary. And you know there is a lasting one. Certainly. Have been told, brought up to believe, and still do, to be sure. But you have woken up. Recognized being awake. Not sleeping, but thirsty and afraid to even unite one hand with the other. Why? As if someone might hear. Oh, if only someone would. The fear and the great looming desire that they should or might be one and the same. Fascinating. And will this be the rest of life? Oh, put it away! Sleep! I'm very grateful. And what's more, happy. Sleep. Starting to wake up to question marks. I'm starting to wake up with a sickening grin on my face, and I cough up the monster every morning. Looks like things are coming to a head now. To a head. Listen, I apologize if I've been rude. If I have been. Here, take one, please, before I go on. Don't you like a cigarette when it's raining? Well, if that's easier, sure. You can just grab one later. I hope you do. Things coming to a head. All right! I know I said I wouldn't explain it, that it wasn't necessary, and it isn't. But there's something in my head telling me to, so I will try. There's been something rotting in my stomach for some time now. There are different ways to describe it. I've been reading books. I've been skimming. It's a poison. It's a festering poison that gurgles up through my throat and seems to say relentlessly, "Cherish me!" Come on, laugh! It's ridiculous! To tell you the truth, most of the time I hardly even remember it's there. So I'm sure by now I've made that hard to believe. I'm very good at pretending. I'm very good at learning the steps. It's just sometimes I need to... Have I said that already? I'm afraid nearly all the time. Look at these goosebumps. I feel ridiculous. Oh. What are these? Huh? Cracker crumbs? In my eyes? How does this happen? Tears contain salt, you idiot! When was I crying? I wondered, because earlier I was eating saltines. You associate the wrong things. They have nothing to do with each other. Nothing! I see. It seems so obvious in hindsight. Is there any possibility that it might make perfect sense, even without my being able to explain it? No, don't stop despairing again. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! There were books at the beginning! expect me to believe the storm blew them away when I wasn't looking? Do you expect me to believe there was a storm? David, did the storm blow away the books? David! David? You're supposed to be watching. Yes, of course. David. There was a song, but I feel it wouldn't be right. Many years ago, though it feels quite recent now, I was eating outdoors with two lovely people, two friends. They kept talking over dinner, cars rushing by, and I had nothing to say. It wasn't that I was uninterested or unknowledgeable. It was, well, it was both. And something else. I wanted to cry or to faint right there on the sidewalk, and I settled for laughter. Lots of it. Too much. Not enough! Is it the people or the place? Is it the people or the place? I kept thinking, what's gone wrong? The people or the place? It never once occurred to me that it could be through no fault of my own. It could be. All right. All right to go outside. I suppose you'll try and tell me, David, that that was always the case. You know, I did. Listen to that. The lungs! Anticipating the fresh air. Oh, as if they knew all along and I'd been ignoring them, drowning them, dawdling away into oblivion. Though I think I needed it. All right then.